Quench me. Quintessential. Welcome to the Just Bag channel. I am Young Pastry.
Little Mattress in the building. Welcome to the Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast, episode 6. If you're watching this on YouTube, we appreciate it. Give a like, give a follow, give a share. We're also available on iTunes. We're available on Stitcher. We're available on Google Play. Basically, wherever you can find a podcast, search Watermelon versus Pastry. We'll be on there. It's not pastry, motherfucker. Watermelon versus Pumpkin. Watermelon versus Pumpkin.com.
VS Pumpkin.
WatermelonVSPumpkin.com. The episodes are up there for download if you want to play them on your own time. If you want to download the Stitcher app, you can find our podcast. You can find a whole bunch of other podcasts. Rate us 5 stars if you like it. If you don't like it, rate us 5 stars and then tell your friends about how much you hated it.
Right, and you did it because you just did this shit. You know, it is what it is. Niggas got love because niggas got love.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but, I liked it.
You know, shit, because at the end of the day...
Yeah, it was the beginning of the night, guys.
And it's all right with me and all white with him. And there's bars hidden within these gems of truth. Damn.
John Wilkes.
It's a new week. We are a couple days away from, how do you pronounce that?
I believe we're 1 day away.
Are we?
I don't know
what
the fuck day it is.
It's 2 2 days.
Okay, 12. Yeah. We're 2 days. I don't know why I always thought that Valentine's was on a Tuesday, but Valentine's Day is on a Wednesday.
It's on a Wednesday. A wonderful Wednesday. Valentine's as my watermelon side. My people, we came up with the times. Why? Because we come up in fucked up educational situations. So fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's not our fault. Give us some better schooling out there, motherfucker. Give a goddamn teacher that cared more than Michelle Pfeiffer, goddamn it.
Stop giving us people that, teach us through rap, It can't be
that teacher. There's always that teacher, too. All right, guys, we're going to learn about the presidents. George Washington was a great man. Like, holy shit.
George Washington was the first.
Yeah, it's like they get it, right? It's like, remember that fucking the video? Remember the video we saw? Jesus Christ was my nigga.
Oh, yes.
Son, that was an old school joint, but woo.
Somebody lied to you, Jack. No, this is how you get to them. You talk in their language. You say what they say, and,
Two lily white people just up there, 70 years old, lily whites, just up there. Jesus Christ was my nigga.
Yeah.
The JC. Woo. Love you, JC. I think the niggas is niggas.
So Valentine's Day is coming up. Valentine's, if you will.
Yes.
You got a lady. You got special stuff planned.
Yeah, I got a little something in the works. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a nice little thing with a little thing. Cause I'm a sensitive ass, romantic ass nigga. I do shit, all kinds of bubbles, and I mean, I think it's almost that sometimes we ask ourselves, are we doing this to get the happy ending? But my game is all right now, so, I do it for the love. You
going any 50 Shades contracts on them?
Listen, I just saw the first 50 Shades last week. She saw them. She read the books. She was all into it. That's cool. I saw the movie for the first time. It was pretty. It was interesting. It was dope. I can see what's going on and everything. Gonna watch the second one, and then we're gonna get into watching the third one at some point. But that whole bondage, and I was asking her. I said, so most of you ladies, y'all talk about this, because the ladies go back and forth talking to each other about, did you read it? Did you read it? Did you read it? Are you gonna go see it?
What chapter you on?
Yeah, right. So it's kind of like, okay, ladies, are you into the bondage thing? Are you now secretly coming out saying I'm into the chains and whips and fisting? Excuse me. Or is it just like you just want to run with it? So I asked her that. I mean, it was it was interesting. She's like, nah, it's not so much that. It's just the kind of the loss of control in the intimacy of it.
Control.
Yeah, like the loss of control, and then the unexpected, and so I slap her when she's not looking.
Yeah, so I blindfolded her and punched her in the asshole.
I hate you, baby. I'm just fucking around, but nah, what I'm saying, it's that element of the surprise, and the control.
Yeah.
They lose control, some of that secretive shit for some women that don't want to admit certain things that maybe they just like to have a motherfucker in control.
Yeah.
But they might be like, well, no, fuck that. Well, we don't. It's okay. And it's okay for a nigga because that sometimes I like to lose control. Like, baby, take over.
Yep.
Take the wheel, baby. We go. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And the odd thing is that your dick is shaped like a wheel. So that's the crazy thing, is that you got the wheel dick.
Take the wheel. Turn left, right on red. Goddamn it. So I get that. I try to get to the little kinky shit here and there.
Come through with the wheel dick.
Look, man, I done seen some crazy shit. I mean, the only time I've ever seen other dicks in my life is porn, and some niggas got some crazy shit, man. So one time, I was watching with this chick, and she's like, "What? His dick is like curved, like so. Does she have to suck a dick like this
Around the corner?
Right? Is it peekaboo dick? I don't. How does that work?" So I don't know. Everybody got their own shaft thing. Maybe he slept on it for too long,
right?
A certain way. But yeah, we're gonna do something special. I got something in store for her. You gonna reach out to anybody, man? Get a fresh heart and vine.
Nah, man, I'm just going to work. That's it.
Going to work, and maybe the day after I get some chocolates because that's the shit right there.
Yeah. The 90% off the day after.
Listen, that's you want your sweet tooth fixed, nigga. You go wait a day or two,
right?
Get that shit right. Listen, it's going down on Valentine's, and what the fuck is the origin of Valentine's Day, anyways?
I don't know.
Somebody, I think it's Saint Valentine. Was he a saint of love, perhaps? But somebody said it was something also that was big, where it was a big massacre that happened at one point. I did hear that, the Saint Valentine's Day
I know
massacre.
that there is, that happened.
But I don't know if that was just happened on St. Valentine's Day or it was protruded that like, we need to show love. People got massacred. We should show love more and not hate. And then the love thing happened. And
I don't
tell
know.
people how much you love them because people are dying. But at the end of the day and the beginning of the night, it's a big fucking Hallmark holiday.
Yeah. That's it. A lot of people spend, if you got a loved one, show them that you love them year round. A lot of people do go nuts on Valentine's.
It's ridiculous, man. And it's the shit they say. And there's some new shit I saw because as I'm going around in the stores, I'm trying to get some ideas of some shit and seeing what's going on or looking online. They got the countdown. You get a countdown calendar for Valentine's.
Kind of like they do for Christmas?
Yeah, it's like an advent calendar, but for Valentine's. And then each day you give them a gift. Like, it can't be just Valentine's Day gift. Now it's like, I'll give you a gift every day up until Valentine's. And then the big one comes,
You get left nipple clamp on the 12th, right nipple clamp on the 13th. The best line ever in 50 Shades of Grey. What is a butt plug? or what are butt plugs? Whatever she said. That shit is amazing.
What are butt plugs?
What are butt plugs? Like, bitch, use context clues and figure it out. Right. You got a butt, you know what a plug is? Come on. I understand
Something
that she was supposed to be,
though.
like, innocent and shit, but
Right.
come on.
It's pretty. That was a pretty common sense one. But plug. But I get it. I think I get it. You know what I mean? My fucking 9-year-old daughter could get that one, and I'd probably smack her for getting it.
Right?
You ain't supposed to get that shit. The fuck you mean? Well, you put a plug in your butt, Dad, right? No, honey, never put a plug in your butt.
Never.
It's exito. Just shit. Shit on these niggas.
Just shit on these dicks.
That's
it.
That's what you want to tell your 20-something-year-old daughter one day.
Exactly.
Baby, listen, you're at an age now where everything's I can't do the birds and bees. You're out there. You're in the world. You're doing sex. God forgive me for even talking. That's gonna happen. Whatever. But you're out there. You're doing these things. Only advice I got to you, baby, is just shit on these niggas.
Just shit on these dicks. That's it. Just straight up.
And that's things you would never say. It was funny. I seen this. It was a comedian one time was talking. He's like, here's a scenario for you. A young boy gets caught getting head from a young lady at school in a closet. The parents have to get called. Whose parent do you want to be?
Right? Exactly.
It's kind of like, yeah, honey, no. Like, nobody ever promotes for the daughter to go suck a dick,
Right?
But the dad's going to
That's a
tell her
tough
to go out there
one.
and get some ass,
I know, man. I don't have kids. I'm never going to have kids. I don't want kids. But, man, if I had a daughter, I would just be, like, trying to push her towards being a lesbian so bad.
There was a comedian that said that, too. He's like, he said, until you leave this house and you're 19, you're a lesbian.
Yep.
He told her this at like
That's
fucking
it.
6 years old. No, honey, you're a lesbian. That's it. My dad said I'm a lesbian.
You are a straight lesbian.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's weird that people can't or don't know how to pronounce Valentine's. Just like there's people that think Justin Bieber's name is Justin Bieber, which it's just weird because like I'm not a fan of him in terms of like his music or things like that, but it's just the sheer amount that you would hear his fucking name. How could you possibly get it wrong?
Yo, Justin Bieber. It's
Yeah.
like, it's Bieber, huh? Okay. I've heard pizza. That's some of my peoples. We out there in the hood. Yeah, I got some aunts and cousins and shit. Yo, what y'all want for dinner tonight? We gonna get some pizza? We're gonna get some pizza. Give me a piece of pizza.
There's a couple Z's in there.
Yeah, give me a piece of pizza. Like this ain't.
It's weird that there's adults that have careers and families and stuff that don't know that don't know the difference between the words bought and brought. Those are really real out there.
I brought this into 99 cents.
Exactly. You brought that? Well, I mean, yeah, I arrived with it, but I have also purchased it. Yes. So
Which one do you
if by
wanna know?
chance anyone's listening out there, brought would mean that you have. That you have something in your possession and you have taken it with you.
Stems
and
from
now
bring.
you have arrived somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. Just like bring would be brought. Bought would be purchased.
Buy, bought, purchase.
Yeah.
Let's get it together, people.
It's rough, man.
Fuck
Like
it,
I'm not a fucking, grammar Nazi or anything like that.
Right.
Like I'm not worried about where you put your commas and shit, but just fuck. It's just one of those things, like I said, in your life, how many times do you think you've heard the word bought and brought? So, like, and how do you never get it right? That's the weird shit to me, is how many times you could possibly hear it and how many times you fuck it up is just crazy to me.
Listen, we're all slaves to the English language. At the end of the day, beginning of the night, these are words, man, and
Don't let them control you.
don't let them control you. So I guess you could say times, but if this shit is pronounced water and it says water, and that's what they told us, and it's water. Don't water. You don't got to make up your own shit.
The weird thing that happened last year, and only last year, is people don't know how to spell the word lose. Like, as in that the opposite of winning a game, you would lose a game.
What they do, loose?
Yeah.
Close? Okay.
And you would see people online shitting on other people, be like, "You're a looser," and it's like,
does that mean they're promiscuous? I'm not sure.
yeah. Like, were they tighter at some point? What's happening?
You're a looser, baby.
It's weird, and people fuck it up so much that it makes that now when I see the word loose, I'm like, do they mean lose? Like you have to try to figure out like what this fucking retard means.
I know what the word is.
And we still say retard on this show, okay? Listen, we still say retard on Watermelon
Retard.
versus Pumpkin.
We say Merry Christmas. We say midget. It's real shit. They're just words. At the end of the day, beginning of the night, they don't control us at all. At all. So, fuck that. Valentine's Day, like I said, I get involved. But it's cool because my girl's dope, man. She's not really into all that. She's like, it's whatever. But, I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to do something, Should I pull a couple strings out?
Yeah. On the occasion where I do have a lady, it's it's nice to do something for Valentine's.
Right, do a little something.
Put a rose in the butthole. Let them know what it is.
I got that chocolate flavored wreath, you know what I'm saying, wrapped around. I did go on VIPs not too long ago. And fuck is expensive in there.
Yeah.
This little tiny bottle of ointment. What's that? It's $40 for this fucking 2-ounce ointment.
No, it's better to go online or to go to CVS for that type of shit.
Yeah,
worth
I'm going to Wish. Let me get that Chinese shit, man. Wish.com. They got $2 dildos. Baby, we're going to get this on and popping.
Yo, that's the thing I will say. Dildos are expensive as fuck.
Yeah, I seen them. Shit.
Yeah, particularly, been with women before, but also with wanting to like buy some for like a skit. Yeah. Holy shit, dude.
Like,
dildos are
I'm
fucking
not dropping
expensive.
no $40 Well, that might even be that. Somewhere like 60, 80.
Yeah.
Yo, I seen one when I was in there because I was walking around and shit, man. That shit was called the King Dick or something like that. It was, and yo, the shit was like fucking, like this fucking thick. It was like 12 inches. Like, I'm just like, I want to kind of get it just to see, impress me.
Right? Like,
Can you get
let's
that?
go watch Black Panther. Then we'll see.
It's like, this shit's not even, I don't even think the biggest star in the porn business got some shit like this. If he does, it was kind of injected or some shit they did.
Right.
But can you get all this? But then it's like, a motherfucker be like, yo, if you got to be ready to take some shit like that. Because if you see you see your shorty take one of those, like, ooh, damn, I'm damaged.
Right.
Baby, like, that you're fucking her in your head. You're like, man, I ain't doing shit.
Exactly.
I ain't doing
We ain't even
it,
having
guys.
sex no more. I'm gonna just bring this thing with me at every time. Just fuck it, man. Just
I'm
fuck it.
gonna do this while I rub one out. I guess
Right?
that's the best I could do. Because once that goes in, it's like, good God,
But yeah, VIP and sex stores, those are expensive as
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh, man.
But you know what's weird? They're expensive as fuck for that stuff, but like the smoking and weapons side is
Right.
cheap as fuck.
Cheap as shit.
It's weird.
You get you a sword for $2.
Exactly.
That dick gonna cost you about $85.
You can get a glass bong for like $19.99, but yeah, if you want a fucking pocket pussy, that's gonna run you $45.
45. But it's for me. But I seen they had what you call it, 'cause, they have the edible panties,
Yep.
but they also have edible men's underwear. So I'm like, where the fuck is she chewing at?
Yeah, I don't want exactly. I don't want you to bite nothing.
Listen, I mean, even around the sensitive, because I guess I was looking at it, it's supposed to be a men's crotchless edible underwear. I'm like, okay.
So what are you eating on my thigh? I've had my nutsack nibbled before.
Right.
That wasn't bad.
It's not
but
bad,
like,
right,
no,
right.
I don't need you mistaking this fruit roll up for the, give a chomp.
Like, oh, baby, don't
That's
do
what,
that.
just instead go out and buy some fruit roll-ups and fruit by the foot and just tie your own shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Tear that shit in a knot, nigga. They ain't in use no more. So, shout out to Valentine's Day. And for all those that don't have Valentine's, that don't do the Valentine's, wait 2-3 days and go out and get you some cheap ass chocolate.
Exactly.
Because you know what's always gonna be there is the the fucking the little candy hearts.
Oh yeah.
Those are always left on the shelf.
Well, because those are fucking those are old and dusty already.
Right. I think those are in the same
Those you could buy the
category.
day after, open them up and they're ashy and shit.
Right.
And you're like, ugh.
It's like, no, those are one and done. You got to eat them now. I think they're in the
Yep.
same category, like Halloween time and Smarties. You know?
Yep.
Like, who want my Smarties? You niggas want my Smarties? I don't want these shits no more. Somebody take them. Trying to get some goddamn milk duds.
There's always someone that wants them, though. There's always someone that wants
Yeah.
them. But speaking of Valentines, and love, something that we all love that I'm going to end up hating, they're talking about rebooting and re-bringing back Martin, man. And I'm not happy about it.
Martin, for the y'all that don't know, the Martin Lawrence show, big show in the 90s. Funny as shit. I could watch those reruns all day. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure I saw every one of them. But if you're on the other side of the planet, you don't know this funny ass fucking show. Now, Martin ain't really been on the scene as a recent, even movie wise. Like, I don't know when the last time I saw Martin actually in a movie. Big Mama's House?
he killed it in Bad Boys. You
Yep,
know, 1
Bad
and 2.
Boys,
Those
yep.
are funny. Yeah,
I mean,
Big
Big
Mama's
Mama.
House was weird.
Yeah.
That gets into that odd thing that Dave Chappelle was talking about they're trying to get every black man in a dress. That
Right.
was weird.
Yep.
But you can see what he's talking about when he says it. But yeah, Martin hasn't been around in much.
No. And are they trying to get this launched this year, or is it just projected?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
There's no like release date and shit like that. It's kind of like everyone's being cute about it when they're interviewing the people and, Gina and talking
Right.
about them. But
But they're all on board, though.
it seems like it, man. And I'm not. Especially because Tommy passed away. The gentleman that played Tommy,
Yeah, that fucked me up.
he's dead.
What'd he die from? You don't know?
I don't know.
That's fucking crazy. Like, he did get a job there.
Right? He got a job.
He got a job up in heaven, y'all. They in heaven's about, you ain't got no rights in here. You ain't got no job. You in heaven now, nigga. Oh, man, but
But like, yeah, man, I might be completely wrong about it, but all I could think, I was like, all right, so now dude's like 50 years old. Is he still living in the apartment? Is he still like, I don't
Right.
want to see Martin 50 years old dressing up like Shanae
right,
and all
right,
that.
right.
Like,
Is he still going to be living that life? Because then you're going to be like, are they going to try to spin off of it? Or they're going to redo the whole fucking thing like it never happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a whole new Martin, the whole new everything. But his only way to do it is to spin off. And then what are you going to do? Spin off to years go by and now they're older and they're still living in the apartment building?
yeah.
Or is he going to be, watch him do some weird shit like move to the suburbs. And do
That's
that
what I'm
whole,
thinking,
like,
is
Fresh
that-
Prince of Bel-Air type,
Yeah, they're going to do some like he was, he worked at the radio station the whole time, whatever. He became the boss of it or some shit like
Right.
that. And then
elevated in life.
they move him out to the suburbs. And it's just, I don't.
He wreaks havoc, which, that whole premise you've kind of seen from the hood to the burbs,
Exactly.
running rampant through the shit.
Like, is he going to have
blackish.
the goofy white neighbor, or
Right.
is like, does Shanae live next door?
Right.
It's just,
but the way they would pull that off is Shanae hit the lotto. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I can see those shit like that. How does Shanae live next door? She hit the lotto, and just so happens she bought the house next door to Martin. You know what I mean? They're gonna incorporate her somehow.
Right.
I mean, it could be a show that has funny parts because Martin's funny to me. I don't know if he still is, but I hope you don't lose the shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's funny. I mean, shit, if Jamie Foxx gave he could do another show, and maybe that because the hotel could still run. Maybe he's running the hotel, the Jamie Foxx show.
Right.
But yeah.
It's just one of those things. I think that it's so good and it's so classic that I don't see. I mean, it might get a new audience,
Right.
But even like Marlon Wayans, he came out with a new show that's really funny. I really enjoyed it. Like,
Really?
I think it's just called like the Marlon Show or something like that.
Okay.
But it's him in the suburbs with his family and with his baby's mama that he's not with, but he still walks in the house whenever he wants to, that type of thing.
Right.
And that was really, really funny, but it was something different. It wasn't. He didn't redo the Wayans brothers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No, nothing. No. Did any of them have cameos?
It was only 10 episode run or an 8
Okay.
episode run, and I don't think any of them did. But it was one of those. He did something different, and that's why, like, even if they did something different with the same characters, I think I'd like it better than this is Martin.
Right.
A little bit older. This is Martin 2.0, whatever the fuck they're gonna call it.
Right.
It's
Martin rehatched and
Martin Redux.
Right. Pam and Jim. Pam got a lot of shit, but Pam was alright. She was kind of thick and shit.
And she's been working pretty consistently since. Like Pam's been in a lot of stuff.
She was in movies and what was that one she was in? Wasn't she in was it one with Denzel? I don't know. She did a couple joints, man.
She might have been, but yeah, she's definitely been working steady.
Pam,
Since.
I don't know what Gina been up to.
I haven't seen much of her. No,
what's
but
crazy?
But also, I haven't been up on. I'm not really a TV head like that, so
Right.
she definitely could have been on a fucking.
I think TV's losing ground to certain things like just like Netflix series. Like the series heads it's just a ridiculous flow, man. You know, like I never been into them like that, but as of recent, I've been chopping into some like The Walking Dead. I've been fucking with right now. At first I was hesitant, like I don't know The Walking Dead. There's so many it's a big cult following to that shit.
Yeah.
Then I kind of started watching it, and I got into the shit. Like, this shit kind of dope. All right, Rick Grimes.
That's one of the things that I always missed. It missed me. Well, I've tried to watch it before. I got like 8 episodes in, and I'm just like, man, I don't care about fucking zombies.
It's just zombies.
It's just one of those things. I know it got big. Zombies got big.
Yeah.
And
it was like it went past the zombie. It almost
Yep.
turns more into now. It's just more of the whole
survival.
the survival. It's more the fucking fucked up people versus fucked up people. And then by the way, while we're fucking killing each other and going after each other, there's zombies that are in the way too.
Yo, but who's mowing the lawns? That's what I want to know because all the lawns are mowed, homie.
There is, and a lot of the characters, one of them, the lady Karen that's in there. See, for all y'all, I'm not caught up yet. For people that are like, dude, Karen's dead. I don't know if she's dead yet. Don't fucking ruin it for me.
Probably because I know everyone dies.
Right,
Because that's all. When I used to be on Facebook, you would just see people like, dude, you spoiled it.
So I don't even pay attention to none of that shit. My girl fucks with me sometimes. She's like, oh, look at him. He's look how young he was. He's on his deathbed. I guess he didn't die.
Yeah,
all right, but it is what it is. But like the lady Karen, she has this short hairdo. And it's like, they're fucking living out there in the middle of nowhere. They got no means of anything. How does their hair look that nice? You know what I mean? Like, this guy's got a beard that's
They should be
perfectly
fucked
trimmed.
up.
Right.
That's like the dude, what was his name? Hurley on Lost. He was a big 400-pound dude, never lost any weight. And like they ended up explaining it on the show eventually that like he had found some secret stash of like he was dipping something in like ranch dressing like the whole time. So it was. I gave him props for that they like actually explained it at one point.
Trying to like, yo, how we gonna get away with this motherfucker being fat through the whole goddamn series?
And I know that. Yeah, they got
I forgot about Lost. That was a big following there too. I never got into that one, but there was some like Lost heads out there.
Lost was good. It was one of those like The Sopranos where just the ending sucked.
Did it really?
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's
Do you
just
want me to spoil it for you? No.
No, you can't. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever catch up to that one.
They're dead the whole time. That's what it comes out to be. Is that
like a Sixth Sense type shit?
Because it was a plane crash onto an island, and then hilarity ensues, but not hilarity, but the whole thing happens.
Right.
But then in the last episode, you just find out that they were dead the whole time.
They're dead the whole time. Like, when somebody did a, I'm like, holy shit, bro. But people that want real answers, like, that's fucking bullshit.
It was definitely one of those, like, the real heads were like, man, this is some bullshit. bullshit.
bullshit. These niggas is dead.
Yep.
You know,
But The
some people-
Walking Dead, someday I'm gonna have to watch it all. You know what I mean?
nah,
It's one of those.
I'm like season 5 right now.
Yep.
And there's 8 seasons, so I'm close to that where it's being left off at. This new season's about to start. But there's some badass and it's some gore. I like some gore. So there's some really gore killings in there. Motherfuckers killing people with screwdrivers and anything they can find, sharp or just hammers and poles. It's some pretty dope kill shots.
Yep. You got to get on Black Mirror. That's the shit. Like I
heard,
said, man,
man.
Black Mirror is Twilight Zone on steroids. And
Yeah.
I love the old school Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone was the shit.
I would definitely get high and watch that. That shit is kiki.
Yeah, Twilight
and it
Zone
makes
was
you
the
think like, man, people back in the 60s got to watch this. That's what
Yeah.
I like. From
yeah.
Twilight Zone is like, people back in the 60s got to just be like, holy shit, this is great. Like, because you could watch it in 2018 and be like, this shit is bugged out.
Right,
But
right.
Imagine being in the 60s with no fucking cell phone, no nothing like that, and
It's
just
like,
still
how
being
did
like,
they know? It's like they're so advanced. And,
Yep.
could this really be a thing? Because there was some really crazy episodes, like the one How to Cook Man and shit with the aliens. There was like an old one of that one where I forgot what it was, and it was like they thought they were invited to dinner and they were on the menu type shit. It
Yep.
was a whole bugged out shit to kick the can with the old people. There's a lot of dope old episodes, man. I mean, Twilight Zone was and the narrative. I forgot the guy's name. That was the narrator for that one. But,
I forget his name, but whoever it was perfect.
He had the nice suit and tie on, and his voice was just dead right. Between him and my man Vincent
VP?
Price. Yeah, he had that voice.
V Pry?
He scared the shit out of me as a kid, man.
Yep.
Only because my brother and them, they fucking tortured me with that Thriller album. Put the vinyl on. We're going to go back to the 80s. Put the vinyl on. Parents were out there drinking, probably smoking some dubs and shit. Put this, so they
Wrestling.
out there. Yeah, they out there. That was it. Was all the parents. It was all the parents. All the parents was out there hanging out. I hope they were wrestling like that. I don't know what the fuck. 70s and 80s, people were having group sex. I hope my parents were never involved in that. But anyway,
Richard Pryor was.
Richard, he's coming. Oh, Richie.
Richard Pryor sucking a dick.
Oh.
Whoa.
But anyways, they used to torture me anyways with the nigga Vincent Price playing that goddamn Thriller album.
Yeah.
And he used to scare the shit out of me. And it's pitch black in the room, and they used to fuck with the blinds and everything. And shy get a little nigga. But, I made it out all right. And I love Michael Jackson. And Vincent Price, fuck you. And Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Let's dive right into Richie. Little dick, maybe. I don't know. Big dick. So the rumor, or maybe not a rumor,
Seems to be confirmed.
seems to kind of be confirmed by the ex-wife of Mr. Richard Pryor, especially confirmed it.
Well, the first person that came out in an interview with Quincy Jones.
Quincy
That's
Jones
what it
killed
was.
Mr. Motown. Yeah, Quincy Jones came out and was saying it, that
He was
him
talking
and,
all sorts of shit.
yeah, him and the young Marlon Brando. For y'all don't know, Marlon Brando, this is Mr. Godfather himself, y'all. And, your daughters, get Richard Pryor in here. You're gonna need him to suck my balls.
On the day of my daughter's wedding, I sucked Richard Pryor's dick.
Fuck that shit, ain't you know what I mean? But that's Richard Pryor's my guy. If he sucked Marlon Brando's dick,
He was his guy.
he was this guy. At least he sucked Marlon Brando's dick and not the guy next door. You know what I mean? It was somebody. He sucked the Godfather's dick. You mad
Right?
about that? I don't know.
Exactly. Like people have said it before, man. The kids that got supposedly molested by Michael Jackson. Hey, some of them are like, man, I suck Michael Jackson's dick. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
hope not, but you never
there's
know.
some
It's
man
like, hey, Monica Lewinsky's got pride. You know?
Right?
Hey, I sucked the president dick. You ain't-
saved the dress and
Right,
saved
you're
her
right.
life.
See, that's an argument she had with the bitch. You just an average. Be sucking that nigga next door. I
Check
suck
the blue dress,
Right,
bitch.
like,
Check the blue
look,
dress. Smell
I-
that. That smells like Bill.
I suck Prez dick. What about you? My game is
Exactly.
that good that I'm
Who
on
dick
that
you
level.
sucking? The president's.
Right, Well, as we know, Usher's letting anybody suck his dick these days. But
But it's weird how the women do the whole stand by a man because Hillary definitely is out there looking like, okay, yeah, Bill fucked a whole bunch of people and
he said
okay, guys, it happened.
she didn't want to admit, like, well, we had an understanding. What is
Right?
that? We had a contract, like
Yep.
50 Shades. Like,
Dude,
all
I
right,
think
Bill.
about that with like the old people like that are still, virile.
Right.
That's still like with Bill Clinton. they had to have some type of, all right, we're married for this, but it's probably one of those.
She don't suck dick.
Probably one of those that you've heard about is just don't bring nothing home.
Right.
And Bill
people are
Bill
all
ended
about
up,
that because there are those people that are what's that term that's for those people? Is it asexual? People that just aren't into sex at all.
Yeah, there's some,
So it
asexual.
could be like somebody she could be married. I love him. He loves me. But I'm really kind of asexual. I really don't like sex. And now it's like, I don't know, my man has needs that he needs felt because he likes sex. He loves sex, and I can't get it for him. So in that case, here's the deal. You go get the shit. You know what I mean? And don't bring no, can't say don't bring no diseases home because she ain't trying to fuck you anyways. But just in case she gets one slip up.
That's what, think, if you had to take a guess, when's the last time that Bill and Hillary fucked?
Maybe last night.
She might be a real freak behind closed doors. She might be, have
especially after that, she might whip out that little pearl necklace she be wearing and be like, this shit's really anal beads.
She takes off her pearl necklace. She's like, give me another one. Replace it.
Right. It's hide the pearl time, honey. Hide the pearl. I like where this is going.
Hide the pearl. What is a butt plug?
It's the shape of a pearl necklace. But I guess for Richard Pryor, man, back to him is he was smoking crack. So I mean, he could have got really fucking high, smoking crack, doing coke. Who knows, man? The Studio 54 shit back then, man.
Yeah.
Those guys were doing all kinds of shit.
It was all that free love. It was different back in the day. There's nothing wrong with it today, even if Brad Pitt sucked. Name another male actor. I don't fucking know.
Matt Damon?
If Brad Pitt, gagged on Matt Damon's balls. Like, who knows, man? He might have. It might come out in fucking 20 years.
It's like, we're all famous actors, good-looking guys here. You want to suck each other's dick? Go for it. That's what you want to do?
It's not a problem. It's just, it was just shocking when it came out. You know what I mean? It's not, it's the whole Seinfeld. Not that there's anything wrong with that. There isn't anything wrong. Love who you want to love. But it was just interesting. And I'm sure behind closed doors with famous people that there's all types of, who knows what Diddy's done? Who knows what Diddy did?
Diddy did it. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't. When you say you don't get upset, nobody gives a shit. First of all, nobody gives a shit you're gay. Who gives a fuck? But it's like you said, the shocking part. Like, I was a big Frank Ocean fan. It was just shocking to me. Because then I'm like, oh, man, all them songs I just like. Because I had like a lot of his underground stuff and like Swim Good and when that Novocaine.
And then you're like, man, big. What was he swimming in? Where was he putting the Novocaine?
Like, but no, when I listen to that Swim Good song, it's like, this was a coming out song. He's like, he said, I'm about to dive into the ocean and try to swim from something bigger than me. It was like the lyrics. I'm like, Now I go back and listen to it. I'm thinking like, at first I'm thinking like love. Like, I'm about to love this girl so much. About to dive in this ocean of unexpected truth.
I never loved like this before.
Right, I'm going to swim, for something bigger than me in life. This girl's love is bigger than me. And it's like, no, he was talking about coming out the closet. I'm about to come out and it's bigger than me. And I don't think he ever he came out and then it was nothing. You don't even hear him.
It was a weird thing where he came out and then, everyone was just like, Frank, we kind of already knew. I guess some of the insiders, it seemed like that. Or maybe it was a thing where they didn't want him to come out and he just kind of got blocked. Or maybe he made enough money and was chilling. Like, you got to think these days, too, like, how much money do you need to... If you put it in the bank, you could live off the interest for the rest of your life. Right. I don't know how much that money is. It might be $1 million. It might be $2 million. It might be something like that to where, like, man, these artists make their money and then fucking this. Where the fuck is Rick Moranis? Okay, Honey, I Shrunk the Boom, and he's out.
Come on, Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. One of my favorite movies, Little Shop of Horrors. Like, that's my guy. Lord Helmet, Spaceballs. Nigga, that was the dude.
Like, Rick Moranis isn't out there broke. Like, he just, he made his money and left.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Gina Gershon at? He made the money and left.
I don't even know what that one is.
I think she was Gina Gershon the field. What was the women baseball movie?
Oh, our League of Their Own.
League of Their Own. Was that her? That might have been her. I don't know.
I know Gina Davis was in there.
Gina Davis is who I was talking about, not Gina Gershon.
Okay. Oh yeah, Gina Davis.
Gina Davis.
She was my bitch too. She was in See, that was one of the other series I got into not too long ago, The Exorcist, which she was starred in that one.
Okay.
Davis. Yeah, that was a pretty dope series. I'm into that paranormal shit. Shout out Bond. I'm into that. I see you, Daddy. I like that paranormal shit. It's bugged out. It's unknown. Yep. I don't know. I can't say I've seen a ghost face to face, but there's been some weird shit in life.
I've never seen a ghost, but I don't deny them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I've just... Never seen one.
I know, right. I can't say. I felt something. My mother's like, well, tell him about the time, son. Stop lying. Tell him about the time. There's some weird shit, but I always been in my head like, I don't know. That shit could have been anything. I don't know. Maybe I just had a bad dream and the mind could subconsciously fuck with you with things, you know.
Yep.
So maybe I didn't see something. Like I was at my mother's house one time and I was laying on the couch and nobody was there but me. And I fucking was laying there and I had this image, like I opened my eyes and this lady, like in this fucking older white haired lady just kind of came running into the living room and like kind of stood over me. But I kind of like, I don't remember if it was I was sleeping. It kind of felt like one of those weird shit, like was I sleeping and I just popped up out of it?
Yeah, you were like almost in and out of sleep. You
Right,
didn't know?
you know, like where's my subconscious thoughts? Was I there? Did it happen? Or did I dream that shit happened?
Yeah.
But because everything looked like spot on to when I opened my eyes, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
She's like, no, honey, it was a ghost. It was a ghost.
It was definitely a ghost. It was a ghost. It was a ghost.
It was a ghost. I seen her. She wears a bonnet. Yeah, I think it was like a bonnet. That's her. That's the lady. This house used to be a brothel. Back in 18-something.
She was trying to suck your dick while you were sleeping.
She was gonna send in one of her bitches. She was an old one. I don't.
She came to collect the money.
Right. I don't do the granny porn. I'm not fucking. Which I know a dude. I'm gonna put his name out there. My man, 20 grand. But yo, dog, you see that granny porn? Unfortunately, I stumbled across it, but that wasn't something I'm gonna be like, yeah, I want to watch it.
No,
It was.
for me.
It wasn't for me. I might have a weird thing like in pregnant porn, but then I feel bad. Like, whose baby is that?
Right? Then you got no, but you know what? Even on another thing like that, there's some porn stars I enjoy. Follow some of them on Instagram.
Right.
But then like you see their fucking boyfriend in the like taking pictures with them, just smiling like a motherfucker, and I'm
You know
like,
what? That's a lot. That takes a lot, man, to be the boyfriend of a.
But I know that there are people that they separate sex from love. You know what I mean? There's people that do that.
And I get it. You know, there is a sex from love thing, but just to know, like, you're kissing her. Gotta go to work, honey. Like, okay,
yeah.
knock 'em dead. You know,
Right? Cock 'em dead.
Cock 'em dead.
And I always feel like, of course they know, but I always feel like the boyfriends of the porn stars that are taking pictures with their girls on Instagram, I always feel like they don't know because they always have that look in their eye like they don't know. I don't know. You know, obviously
and it's like,
they
does
know.
the boyfriend watch? Do you watch any her? Do you watch her job? You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like, are you sitting there and then now are you trying to take notes and trying to do the shit at home? And she's like, no, I really don't like that. But in the movie, you were like sweating and screaming and said, give me more. It's like, nigga, that's acting.
Yeah.
You know, then it's like she's so fucking good at it. It's like, is she acting now? You know, you got to really pay attention to the body movement and know when that shit's really real.
Right.
Because, you know, some of the porn star, the women, they say, well, it's different. It's like, yeah, they're hooting and hollering and doing all that. But it's fucking, like you said, 15 people in the room and shit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, you know, is she really fucking feeling that kind of fancy? Or is it just like, no, it's uncomfortable and I know this is a job and can you keep squirting shit down there because I'm drying out?
Right. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of it's acting.
You know?
But it always like, I always think about it too much where, I think about like their parents and then the fucking porn stars that have kids. I'm just like, ooh, that's rough. Where if they were smart enough, then they've probably, secured a pretty comfortable life for their kids. But damn, man, imagine going to school and you just Google like, hey, man, like
I saw your mom sucking fucking Jack Steele's dick.
And that's the thing where back in the day when we were growing up, it would be just a spoken thing. But now, like, this kid could put a cell phone in front of your face with your mother taking a dick in the ass.
Bro,
like
you don't even want to be on social media. My mom's a porn star. I'm not on social media at all. That's not even my name. You're not going to find me at all. So you can roast me online if you want. But as long as I don't see this shit, I'm not going to see this shit. I don't want to know. But what was the one that was real fucked up, man? She was on the rehab joint. Was it Jenna Jameson?
Oh, it might have been. I know Jenna Jameson was gone.
Yeah, when she was on that rehab. Was a rehab? Excuse me. She was on that rehab show, and it's like, holy shit! Did porn do that to her? Like, I know it's probably more.
I think regret did that to her.
Right. It's like but it's like the fact of doing porn and then the regret from it, and then spiraled into this fucking getting high and hating yourself for what you were doing, and that shit kind of seems real. Like at some point, them women gonna turn a certain age in their life and feel like, man, maybe I should have wanted a picket fence and the fireman husband or some shit. You know what I mean? Or wanted some kind of different thing in life. But like, what did you do to get famous? Well, I sucked a lot of dick. You know what I mean? It's like I took it up the ass.
And
like,
I think you can almost draw a parallel to almost like professional wrestling, where I watched the 30 for 30 on Ric Flair, where he's like, for 300 days out of the year, for 40 years, I've been wrestling. Yeah, I'm 65, 70, but like I don't know how to get it out of my system.
Right.
And I think that might be the same with porn stars of like,
this is what I know. Right. This is
what I know. So to me, this is life.
Right. X comes around. X. Free DMX, y'all. Free DMX.
Yeah. Just send him back to rehab. Just hopefully it works this time. But no, where I think it could get to where I'm sure just like the movie industry, it's probably cutthroat, and it's probably like, man, once you get to a certain age, if you don't look right, you're probably gone. So
right.
I think a lot of the women, they're doing it. They're doing their thing, but they say like, I think they average as long as a NFL player, where it's like 2 or 3 years, boom, they're gone.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
So you got somebody like Pinky, who's I think been around 10 plus years. I think she's still doing new shit. You know?
Yeah, that's like rarity. That's why the real popular ones
like
are kind of rare.
Like she gets like big fucking walkthrough money. Like she came out here to clubs and shit. Like
Yeah.
Pinky gets that walkthrough money, and then guys like yo, you run into a dude like yo, I know she fucked about 800 dudes, but I don't mind.
Exactly. Yo, how much? How much?
I'll be 801, but it's Pinky because it's like meeting your famous, like you watch porn, you're a fan of her.
Yep.
Then of course you're gonna be like, oh my God, what I wouldn't do, to be that close to you, take my picture. Can I pay you something? Some of them might. I don't know, but I would hope they get more money than that to have to fucking succumb to sleeping with fans.
Man, you never know.
You never know.
Because also you don't know how. Because that's the thing that they say about like wrestlers, football players, and porn stars, almost the same thing of it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you save, to where you're having a couple of those good fucking years where, I don't know, let's say if a porn star, if a woman, she's making $5,000 a scene, so you do that, you shoot fucking 10 scenes a month, you made $50,000 this month, you might not be in the right headspace. You might think that's gonna last forever. I'm making $50,000 a month for the rest of my life. Boom, I'm good.
Make it rain.
Same thing with football players. I just signed a $3 million contract, not knowing that, man, you got to pay those taxes. You got to do all that other shit. And I think for porn stars, they're probably independent contractors, just like wrestlers are, where you got to pay your own taxes.
Yeah,
you know, it's not
it's coming out. Something's coming out. Puns there. There's puns there.
Hello.
But it's
what is a butt plug?
Yeah. But the further they go into that career, man, it's kind of like, whoo. I mean, granny porn could be a thing. I guess you can be that old. Like when Pinky's that old, does she want to do that shit though? Like, do they want to have kids? It's got to be some of them just like, well, I'm not gonna ever want kids. So fuck it. I got nobody to really humiliate and embarrass down the line. Like, hey, mommy used to do shit like this. You know what I mean? So. Fuck it. I got people that are around now that know it, and they know it, so fuck their opinion because I'm getting my money. I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yep.
But the whole being the sibling to somebody that's in that.
Yeah.
That's
like, remember, I don't know if you watched back in the day. Remember what was the Playboy show where they had the fucking Hef's girlfriends?
Oh, it was like the bunny house?
Whatever it was. But, like, I remember seeing, like, their family members, and, like, some of them would have, like, their brothers would be there. And you're just like, word. Yeah, your sister's just a playmate kissing some fucking 90-year-old dude, and you know that he's fucked her. So, like, that's just weird.
It's just hanging out just to be in the mansion, man. I was like, fuck it. We're here. We're here. We having a good time.
Right. Dicks out for Harambe.
Dicks out for Harambe.
Dicks out for Hef.
You know what I mean? Dicks out for Richard Pryor.
Too many dicks out. Yeah. But speaking of, children being perhaps not so happy with their mom, tell me the story about this girl that fucking found out that mom wasn't mom. Listen, there's bars.
Listen, there's bars in there. I forget the state this was in. This was in the United States of America. I think it happened in Florida. She kidnapped a 8-day-old baby 20 years ago.
Florida.
And that shit just came out. Now, mind you, this lady had 2 other biological children. And
biological didn't bother. Peace to Shaq.
Peace out to Shaq and Phil. But,
why do you want me, man?
But she didn't, from what the one that was kidnapped, changed her name and everything. she gave her a good fucking life. It wasn't like she kidnapped her and was like this.
Yeah, had her in the basement type.
Right, abusing her.
She raised her like her own.
Right, and she had a hell of a life. This girl was, became bright. She did a lot of shit. So, but then it's like to find that out, now she's emotionally fucking shut down, distraught, and they brought her back to meet her biological family. Her mom's and them still alive.
Wow.
So she's 19, 20 years old, finding out that mom is not mom. Like, you know what I mean?
Finding out that mom kidnapped her.
Right. Mom is not mom, and she stole me from my real mom. Like, that's some movie shit. She probably watched the movie in the past, like, that's fucked up. People do that. I'm glad that's not me.
Dude, and that there's probably news reports on all that shit. There's probably fucking...
Right. But you know what's crazy? I think from what the article I was reading, she was the one that had the light bulb of thinking, I don't know if I'm really... She came up with it. I don't think this is my real mom.
Wow.
So she might have ran into something.
Yeah.
It might have been even like, why don't I look like my sisters? Why?
Yep.
I feel like I don't look like nobody in my family. That whole thing. Like, when you got certain family, you're like, well, I see why I'm related to that motherfucker,
Yeah.
Certain things why you're related to. Like,
yeah,
okay.
Why am I darker than or why am I lighter than?
Right.
All that stuff.
Personality traits, we kind of are the same way. And, taste buds even. Like, shit, it's a family thing almost, But when you're like, I know none of these niggas, I feel like you're all strangers. It's because they are.
That's because you got scooped up.
Yeah, but fucking 20 years out the game.
Damn. And that's crazy to think about her biological parents, that you had a baby and it got stolen from the hospital 20 years ago, and now you find like...
Shit is real.
Damn.
And just
Can we get a GoFundMe for them? Can we get a Kickstarter for them?
Somebody
What
like
the
that.
fuck?
She going to jail, that mother, but still it's like, man, her bank account should be drained or something and given back to these people. Like, you could never give a dollar amount to me for years lost. And even when they release people from prison that were wrongfully accused, and
No.
we'll give you $1 million. Like, nah, it's $1 million, man. But fuck, you can't take back time, man.
No.
I did 20 years inside of fucking steel cold walls and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more than money. I'm gonna need just like I'm gonna need slave bitches attached to my dick 24 hours a day.
I'm gonna need the president to come over and kiss my ass every day. Literally kiss my ass, Trump.
I'm gonna need, a professional chef all day. I need hookers on deck all day.
Right.
I need to be weighted on hand and foot all day.
I need you to like take laws out that I can do. That I'm the only one that can commit these crimes.
Yeah. Like, you got to be living in heaven on earth after that. Like, they can't.
Right.
You can't go back to normal.
We'll
like,
just give you $1 million.
Especially, you should never have to go and get a job after that. Anything.
Right.
Like
That's
that.
a lifetime of social. Whatever the rest of your life is, you should be fucking well set and taken care of, because that's some fucked up shit, man.
Yeah.
Get taken away from society, such as this little young lady who's taken from her society.
So now, do you know, is she going to go and live with her biological, or is she going to get her own apartment, or what?
They left me on a cliffhanger.
They left on the cliff.
Left on the cliffhanger, like, she was reunited, and now the family wants their own privacy kind of deal.
Which makes sense.
She'll have a 2020 special, though, I'm sure.
Man,
they're fucking
honestly,
knocking her door down right now to try to get those kind of...
Dude, and I'm sure that she'll be all right with, man, you write that book. You turn that book into a Lifetime movie.
Right. It's going to be the movie. You're going to be on these shows. Like, it's going to be fucked up, but if you're willing to talk about the shit, it is a handsome reward for it. You know what I mean? You're going to be taken care of. Like, if you're willing to open up your life story about shit, and plus the fact that she wasn't abused, I think she'd be more prone to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's kind of at that point just explaining how your life was, and maybe the like you said, the little things that she picked up along the way, like, hey, why am I taller than all my siblings, or why am I shorter? Why is my skin different?
Right. Now, how do you think she feels about? Does she want to, like, should I try to stick up for this lady because she did give me everything?
Yeah, see, that's the thing too, is
because there's loyalty there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, how do you go about that? Like, this, I kind of feel bad for her.
Yeah, for anyone, if you just find out tomorrow that mom's not mom, it's like, what the fuck?
Right.
So,
Oh, God, I know. Like, I'm thinking, like, fucking 37 years here now. And, like, you not mom?
Yeah.
Like, you fuck, who are you? Like, there's some anger. There's some sadness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's fucking...
wild glass case of emotions.
Right. You know what I mean? It's... shout out to that family. I hope y'all rekindle and make it all love.
Right?
For Valentine's love.
Valentine's love.
That Valentine's love. I show you where they're not showing any love is with a guy in Oklahoma. I'll tell you about that story. The guy in Oklahoma who pitched a new law, he presented to the state of Oklahoma that as far as for sexual offenders, the violent sexual offenders, that if they were to get up for parole and were to get released, that they should not get released into society until they were chemically castrated. I don't even know how the fuck that works.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's not gonna work no more. Basically,
yeah.
If you want to be free,
How that works is that it's not going to work.
Right. You want to be
junk.
free. Yeah. I guess if they're gonna get their freedom after violently raping somebody, and a sexual offender like that in a violent way, then we're gonna do some shit so he comes back in the world. He can't do that to nobody.
But so now that's men. What about? I mean, I assume that it's a much less number. But what about women that are, that are
Right.
trumping and grabbing them
Right.
by the pussy?
Hey,
what's up with that?
That's part of the Me Too movement.
Exactly.
It can happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure they might be able to put a butt plug.
What is a butt plug?
Maybe they could do like some. I'm pretty sure they got something they could probably do. I mean, for them, they could probably just sew it shut. But I don't know. But it's kind of like,
see, then you get into that. That's some weird territory of
because
like,
where does it go? It's almost like, how do you get raped by her if you're not?
Yeah.
Because women could do some things where us guys just like, my dick hard, I'm going in.
Yep.
The ladies, like, they're gonna do other things. Like if she's abusing him, I guess she would be like trying to get his dick hard, or sitting on his face. I don't know. So
Yeah.
do you like cut her fucking lips off everywhere, face and down there?
It's weird, but then that also goes back to the thing how we were talking about. What if they didn't do it? You know what I mean? There's no getting that back.
Right.
Like, what if they didn't do it?
You cut my dick off.
Yeah.
And then find out it wasn't me. Oh, we got a problem. I want blood.
Right? Exactly.
I want death. I want that judge. I want that fucking prosecutor. I want everybody's head.
I want all your dicks.
Shoot program, nigga. Pelican Bay.
Exactly.
That Denzel
all your
shit.
dick. Yo, run your dicks.
Run your dick.
Listen.
Nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy though, because it is. It's a weird thing. I don't think that sexual stuff can be like how there's that dude online where what did he say? He said something funny, but it wasn't like I've been cured or something like that. But there was that obviously gay dude
Right.
who said that he got what the fuck was it? It was some horrible thing, just some horrible phrase. But he's like, no. He was a gay dude that said that he's not gay it was like he got saved or something by the church that like now he's not gay.
Okay.
But it's one of those things, man. I don't think you can change your sex because I personally think if you're gay, you're born gay.
Right.
Yes, there's some dudes gay for pay. There's people that experiment stuff like that. But I think you're born gay.
It's
and
like,
I also think
I didn't think I liked bananas, but I guess I do.
Yeah. I also think for a lot of that other stuff that you might just be born with that, so it can never get out of you, like pedophilia. I don't think that nobody just chooses to fuck a kid. I mean, chooses is not the wrong word. I don't think anybody chooses to be
wakes up and says,
attracted.
I'm going to do that today.
Yeah, I don't think anybody chooses to be attracted to a kid. Like if you have, and that's got to be fucking hell for someone.
Right.
No, I don't feel bad on anyone if they act towards it. Like, yeah, you should be fucking killed 7 different ways, you know. But
chemical castration.
Yeah.
You want to get somebody chemical castration? Give those motherfuckers chemical castration.
Exactly. 'Cause, yeah, that's the other side of it where it's like, yeah, how do we stop the people that are actually doing it?
Right.
But
then I always look at that with the law too. It's like, well, maybe you should do better for a motherfucker like that not to get a certain kind of parole. If you're worried about him being back in the streets,
yeah,
then maybe he don't have the right to be out there like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you feel like he's been, because let's look at their terms they use. It's a correctional facility. If you are letting him back into the world, it's because you feel he's corrected.
Yeah, yeah. How many people got corrected and sent back?
Right. So the whole thing is like, well, if you feel as though he got corrected and you're giving him his freedom, don't be scared now.
Right?
You know what I mean? Either give it to him or don't fucking give it to him. You know what I mean? Don't be like, well, we're going to correct you, but we don't trust you.
Yeah, but we're still going to be keeping an eye on you.
We're going to cut your balls off, even though we feel you're corrected. That shit don't even make fucking sense. You know what I mean? Like, either you let them go or you don't.
Yep. Yeah. It's a weird thing can you change those type of people? Because also then what are the violent crime sex? Is it someone that raped someone? Because then you got the weird fucking, he got drunk, she got drunk, they had sex with each other, she regrets it the next day.
Right.
Or he got drunk, she got drunk. At some point she said stop, he didn't stop. There's so many, there's so many.
But my whole thing is like, I guess when they're saying violent, and then it's got to be like I raped, just physically jumped out of bushes and raped, and then maybe beat her up or something, and it's kind of like, well, then he should get a lot of time for that. Then, maybe you shouldn't give the guy a year,
right? Yeah.
And expect him to be like, oh, he's never gonna do that again.
He learned his lesson.
Yeah, he violently attacked this lady, he raped her, and I think he's good now.
Yeah.
He's did his time.
Yeah, it's a tough one because then, like you said, you're getting into changing people's physical fucking. Yeah, is it chemical castration where your dick will never get hard again?
Right.
So what's to say that homeboy isn't out there shoving old softy in his faces? You know
Right. He could be in the side of me. He could give me that broomstick. We going in.
Yeah.
That
That might make somebody worse. They might be so fucking mad that their dick could. Fuck that, dude.
Right.
They might do some shoot the Novocaine in the dick. I'm gonna put a pole in my dick so
Right.
it makes it straight
Listen,
and goes for it. Like
I feel bad
people
for
are
every
crazy.
time I see a dude with a wheelchair. It's like, man, I think about that shit sometimes. Like, damn, was he born like that, or did he know the pleasures of life?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before
Or
that,
even
and then
some
it's like,
people in a wheelchair, it still does work. Some people it doesn't.
Right,
you know?
right. But I'm talking about the ones that's like you got no feeling below below the waist, and it's like you knew what it felt like at one point
To get
So
that
how the
hardness.
right, and it's like how the fuck. So now you just getting those asexual girls would love a guy in a wheelchair. Like, oh, this thing ain't gonna never want it.
Right?
I'm safe here. Oh yes, I'll be your wife.
That's gotta suck.
Yeah, it's a sucky situation, man. And so castrate them niggas. I'm not 100% against it, but then it's like you said, it's a sticky situation.
Yeah, see,
Where
like
do you go?
I'm down for. Yeah, I would say, do it to the people that did it 100,000%, or somebody that admits to doing it. But
Right.
then there's also those weird motherfuckers. You ever hear about the people that want to be in a wheelchair? Like the people that like they'll want to get their leg broke, they want to get their
Right.
leg broke. There's also weird people like that. So
Oh, people like weird shit. You ever see that HBO special where the guy fucking paid a guy to shoot him just to have a bullet wound?
Jesus
So
Christ.
he fucking
and then
paid
he
the
and then
guy-
he put out his rap album.
Yeah, no, they could have. This was back in early 90s, when HBO had those like HBO like Real Sex and those real stories.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were really on that whole kind of reality shit.
Yep,
They were
yep.
kicking a lot of those shows. And one of them, the guy, is just like you said, it was like getting a tattoo. But he paid this guy. The guy fucking measured out exactly where he was going to hit him to know he was going to miss all major arteries
Yep.
and tendons.
Clean
whatever.
through.
Yeah, clean. He measured him out for a clean shot. He fucking put the snubby to the shoulder. Put the snubby.
Snubbasis?
He let go. I mean, and it's funny
Let the
because
blicky fly.
it's funny because when you watch the footage of the shit, the guy was all like, "Yeah, man, yeah."
Yep.
That fucking thing went off, man. He was a straight intervention, motherfucker. Hell yeah, he was. No, he was.
I still love you.
And then I couldn't help but like. I'm fucking laughing watching this.
Of
like,
course, because you stupid
what
motherfucker.
right.
What'd you think it was gonna feel like?
Think it was gonna feel like, of course, afterwards, like, yeah, I didn't, I didn't want everybody to see me like that. I didn't think, like, come on, man, you fucking shot yourself with a 380, or you paid a guy to do it. The
Yeah.
guy had fucking rubber gloves on. He had his fucking little kit. I mean, the guy patched him up immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, what the fuck?
The fuck are we doing for love out here?
It's all for the love of Valentine's, man.
That shit is crazy. But listen, this is episode 6. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. It was kind of, a Valentine's themed.
Yeah.
There was definitely a lot of love talked about here. From Richard Pryor sucking on something strange to, porn stars that have kids, porn stars with boyfriends,
Let a love in the air. So go out there and
Exactly.
do something right for somebody.
And listen, don't send a dick pic unless she asks for it. All right? That's the weird shit out there.
And if you do send one, at least receive a clit shot back.
Well,
maybe.
a real funny story to me. Once I sent one, and it was just me and the girl were texting. I sent it, and it happened to be she fell asleep. So for the next, because we were texting at night, obviously, and she fell asleep. So I'm like,
I fucked up.
I ruined
Fucked
everything.
up. I thought she was about this. I thought she was about that.
Yeah,
Like,
because it was a back and forth. Boom,
Right.
I sent one, and it was just a late night, and she had fallen asleep. And the reason I know is because the next morning, she
Right.
wasn't mad about it. She was happy about it. It wasn't like we just didn't talk about it. It was
Right,
just like
right.
she sent back, "Oh, I'm sorry, I fell asleep, but thank you." It was
like,
it was
yeah.
a good response. the
I
next
fell
day,
asleep,
so
but
it was-
oh, nice.
exactly. Oh my god.
So you sure, baby? Because I was like, oh, I fucked that one up.
Dude, exactly. I
Just hang up
sent
this
it,
phone and
then
go.
you're waiting 5 minutes. Okay, I mean, maybe, maybe she's about to send me.
Right.
So, maybe she's getting dressed up. Maybe she's shooting. I don't know, but whoo,
It just get awkward. It's like, how can I get rid of this awkwardness? I'll just go jerk off.
right? Not bad.
My bad. So love's in the air, man.
Exactly. Love is everywhere.
Yeah.
And especially on watermelon versus pumpkin.
Yes.
So once again, man, please hit like, hit subscribe. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on, I almost said Instagram. We're not on there. Check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. Watermelon versus pumpkin.com. We appreciate you guys, man. We've been getting some downloads. We actually got a couple downloads. I think we got 2 from France or something, which is crazy.
Français? Parlez-vous? Oui, my niggas.
So please, if you're listening and you love it, show your friends. If you're listening and you're like, man, this sucks, show even more people, because that's how that's how things grow.
There is. I'm Young Page.
And I'm your man, Lil Mattress.
Because at the end of the day,
It's always the beginning of the night.
and keep that watermelon fresh.
And keep that pumpkin in a pot.
Bars.